Hey, I'm your host, Jen Wheeler, and this is the Healthy Her podcast. I'm a teacher, author, and foodie who went from being addicted to sugar, skipping meals, and struggling to get in control of my eating, to someone who is 10 kilos down, eats all the yummy foods without restriction, and is finally in control of my hunger. I'm obsessed with helping other health-conscious women ditch the confusion and overwhelm so they can cultivate healthy eating habits and truly thrive. The Healthy Her podcast was created to give you real talk about healthy eating, as well as easy, actionable tips that fit seamlessly into your busy lifestyle. I'm not just your host. Think of me as your healthy eating hype gal, your personal cheerleader as we chat all things healthy eating, weight loss, and mindset mastery, so you can become the healthiest, happiest version of you. So if you're ready to ditch the guilt, reclaim your confidence, and unlock the very best version of you, then you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Healthy Her podcast. A massive welcome to all of our new subscribers and all of our new followers. It's just never lost on me, and it just blows my mind. There is literally thousands of you around the world that listen to this podcast each week. If you haven't already hit the follow or subscribe button, make sure that you do, because we drop a brand new episode every single Tuesday. So when you hit that follow button, it makes sure that you get shown that podcast episode and that you don't miss out on your favorite boost of motivation and inspiration for the week ahead with the Healthy Her podcast. Today's episode is a juicy one. If you are someone that is eating healthy and you're not getting results, or you're not having the changes in your body or the way that you eat, this is the episode for you. So if you've been eating healthy, you're doing all the things and you're not seeing results, then this episode, I'm really, really hoping is going to provide you with a big aha moment, because it definitely was a big aha moment when I came to this realization and I developed my understanding about nutrition and food and weight loss, like why my healthy eating efforts weren't actually working. Now, think about this, right? And you've probably said this yourself. You may have a colleague, you may have a girlfriend, it might be a family member that has said to you, I'm eating really healthy and I'm just not losing weight. I guarantee you, as a female, you have said it yourself or someone that has said it to you. So I'm eating healthy, I'm doing all the things and I'm not losing weight. And in my experience, and also with the women that I work with through the Healthy Eating Hype Gal membership, this is a massive common misunderstanding that we have around food, weight loss, and healthy eating. So I really want to clarify it for you today and clear it up for you today so that you can have the right mindset moving forward, and so that exactly what to change. If this is you, if you're listening to this and you're doing all the things and you're eating healthy and it's not working, what you can change moving forward. So here's the thing. There is a difference between healthy eating and weight loss and fat loss. They are actually two completely different things. And if you're anything like me and you spent so many years feeling lost and overwhelmed, confused about what to eat and how to lose weight and all those kind of things, you are probably struggling with this misunderstanding and this misconception too. Eating healthy food and just being healthy and trying to eat healthy requires a different process than what weight loss and fat loss requires you to do. So for example, you can be saying, well, I'm eating all the healthy food. Okay, so let's say you go out with some friends for breakfast, you have the avocado on toast, or you might make yourself an acai bowl for lunch. Afternoon tea might be some nuts and some avocado, maybe some yogurt. Dinner, you might have some salmon with some potatoes and salad. After dinner, you may have like some little bit of cake or some chocolate or things like that. And amount of food can literally equal 3,000 calories. So that's great that you're eating healthy and like your body must be loving that. But that is eating healthy. If you want to lose weight, there is a key thing that you must do. And this is where, as women, we get this so very, very wrong. To lose weight, you must be in a calorie deficit. I know in your mind you're going, okay, and you might be rolling your eyes and going, yep, calorie deficit. Because I know as women, we hear this word like bantered around so much, calorie deficit. I need to be in a calorie deficit. I need to hit my calorie deficit. But we get so confused and we don't actually understand as women what that means. And so what we do and I was guilty of this too, is that I'd go, okay, well, I need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. So I will try and do that. So for majority of women, our techniques for trying to be in a calorie deficit are eating smaller meals, skipping meals, trying to eat less, going hungry. These are not techniques, and this is not the way that you work out your calorie deficit. So like I said, this is the big mistake that we make as women, is that we go, but I'm just going to eat healthy. And that's the thing, you can eat all the healthy food, but you can still be over consuming your daily calories and not in a calorie deficit for weight loss. And I feel like I said, I was so guilty of this too. And I feel like as women, we just go about things the wrong way. And weight loss is a science. And when you understand that skipping meals or eating less or going keto, like these things are not going to create a calorie deficit for you. So if you're just eating healthy and crossing your fingers and hoping for the best, the chances of you experiencing success are very low because you are not in a calorie deficit. Like I said, there is a massive difference. And again, it depends on your goals. If your goals are just, you know what, I really want to clean up my diet and I just want to eat healthy, I want to eat more fruits and vegetables, more lean protein, I want to increase my fruit, all of those kind of things, and weight loss and fat loss is not your goal, then that's great. Just eat healthy. But if your goal is fat loss or weight loss, it's a science, and you must do your numbers and you must work out what your calories should be in order to put you in a calorie deficit. But like I said, as women, we just guess. Like I've done a whole episode on like the big mistakes that women make when it comes to this kind of stuff. So definitely go back and listen to that one. But that's what we do. Instead of following the science, instead of doing it the right way, we go, okay, I need a calorie deficit. So I'll just try this random stuff and see what sticks. I'll try and eat healthy. I'll try and skip meals. I'll try and eat a bit less. I'll try and make sure I have like a really small lunch. Like I'll just have some yogurt and some fruit and I won't eat very much that day. These things are not a calorie deficit. They are not putting you in a calorie deficit. And this is why when you're eating healthy, it's not working. So it's not you. You're not a failure. It's not that you can't do it. It's just that you're going about these things the wrong way. Weight loss is an actual science. And the crazy thing is that once I realized this, I'm thinking, well, why are more women not tapping into this resource? There's literally a cheat code for you being able to lose weight. Like it is. It's a cheat code. Work out your calorie deficit, work out what calories you should be on. Obviously, you know, you have to bring the effort and the motivation and you still have to show up and do all of those things. But if there was actually a clear set method for you to follow, that's going to get you the results and get you to the place that you want to be. Why would you waste all of your time on just trying to eat healthy or doing random things or skipping meals or all those kind of things when there's literally a proven scientific process that works in order to achieve your weight loss and your fat loss goals? So it's really, really important that you understand and that you be clear as well too. You know, like I said, if that is your goal, is just to eat healthy and to improve your nutrition and your diet and all those kind of things, that's great. Go for it. It's working for you. Stick with it. Just keep eating healthy, nourishing your body with lots of whole foods, all that kind of thing. But if you're eating all the healthy food and you're still not losing weight and your goal is to lose weight, then you need to work out your calorie deficit. Because like I said, you can, you know, like I know myself, like if you've ever looked up and if you sort of track your food or if you've tracked your food for a little while, something like an acai bowl or smashed avocado on toast out at a cafe, like some of those meals have, 500 calories plus. And if you're trying to lose weight and you want to be in a deficit, that can tip you over in the morning before you've even eaten anything else for the rest of the day. But like I said, we go, well, I'm a failure and this isn't working and what am I doing wrong? It's not that. It's just that you're eating healthy and you're not in a calorie deficit. So hope that if you're listening to this, you're going, okay, yeah, I think that might be me. Or like I said, you'll know someone that's been in the same situation. They're constantly like, I'm eating really healthy. I am. All my meals are healthy. I'm eating salmon and I'm eating avocado and I'm eating nuts and I'm eating fruits and vegetables and I'm eating all of those things. That's great. But if you don't know your numbers and if you aren't in a calorie deficit, the weight will not come off. It's that simple. Like I said, it is literally a scientific process. So access the cheat code, use it. Stop guessing, stop Googling, stop trying different things that don't work and work out how much you eat and work out your calorie deficit from there. Are you tired of the endless struggle to eat healthy and nail your meal prep routine? Introducing the Real Nourish Do-It-Yourself Meal Prep Mixes, the ultimate solution for busy women like you. When I went on my own personal health journey, I discovered the many benefits of meal prep. And after much searching, I just couldn't find a meal prep mix that was designed especially for women. So I literally decided to create my own. Trust me, as a busy working mum, meal prep has changed my life. Our mixes are packed with protein to keep you energized and feeling full. Our mixes can be whipped up in under 10 minutes, perfect for your on-the-go lifestyle. Using our award-winning pancake tray bake mix means you can say goodbye to standing over a hot stove, flipping pancakes. Simply add water, toss in your favorite fruits, and bake. If you're ready to revolutionize your meal prep game, you can find my mixes at theactivebod.com or follow us on Instagram at realnourish_. And as a special thank you to our Healthy Her community, we have a discount code. So just enter the code, the Healthy Her, at the checkout. Now, I know that for a lot of women, those words, calorie deficit, a lot of the time as women, we find that really overwhelming. We find it confusing. Like I said, we don't really, at its core, understand what the calorie deficit means. And that's why as women, we go about just trying random things, skipping meals, just trying to eat healthy or hope for the best, or eat less, or cut out chocolate, or not eat pasta at night, or not have bread, all of those kind of things, when we just need to be in a calorie deficit. And I know it's overwhelming and I know it's confusing. And that's why I have found a proven method, which I share with my girls in the Healthy Eating Hype Gal membership. I've literally simplified the process of creating a calorie deficit into 2 steps. That is it. I get them to do this one thing, and I've honestly found that no other program that I've tried gets women to do this one thing. So I ask them to do this one thing for me, and then from there, we can create an achievable, sustainable deficit. Like I said, I think when it comes to calorie deficit, we just get a bit overwhelmed, confused, and we start talking about this calories and that, and where you just have to stick to the basics. If you stick to the basics of it, and the science of it at its core, it's actually quite easy to work out how to do it. And that's the thing. Majority of the women in the Hype Girl membership have had success within the first week, 1 kilo, 2 kilos, because they're finally not guessing. They're not like looking up random like weight loss and calorie calculators on the internet. They have done their numbers, they've done what I've told them to do, and they've been able to work out an achievable, sustainable calorie deficit from there. And like I said, when you understand this stuff, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle and all of the pieces just start to fit together. But like I said, as women, we just guess, we Google, we take random stabs and random tries at weight loss and healthy eating, all those things. And then unfortunately, that just makes us feel like we're failures and we can't do things, when in reality, we are wildly capable of achieving this thing. It's not as hard as we make it out to be. It's just that we go about things all of the wrong way. And there is an easier way, and there is an easier method to create a calorie deficit. And like I said earlier, like I kick myself now. I go, you are like an idiot, Jen. Like, why you spent all this time, all of these years, just trying to swap out the different yogurts, or trying to find the best bread at the supermarket, or buy the best granola, or like I said, I would skip meals, or I would eat less, or try and have a really small breakfast, or like skip breakfast altogether, because that will put me in a calorie deficit and that would help me lose weight. And now that I understand all this, I know that that's just not how it works. And I'm kicking myself because I'm like, I could have been at this point way sooner if I'd gone about it the right way and just looked at my numbers, worked out what I ate, and then created an achievable, sustainable calorie deficit from there. Because that's the thing, you can jump online and look at different calculators and things like that, and they will give you a rough guide. But again, they're just a rough guide, and some of them are really bad. Like I've had women message me in my DM, so Jen, I've looked on Google and I put my numbers in and stuff, and this is like might be like a 30-year-old woman, and she's come back and said, oh, Google's telling me that I should eat like 900 calories a day or 1,000 calories a day, and I'm like, no, like that's way too low. And this is just where we continually make these mistakes as women, because we just don't understand. And you have to work out how much food you are eating, and you have to create your calorie deficit. And like I said, from all of my experience and all of my failures, I've been able to narrow this down to a super simple 2 steps. That's it, like a 2-step process. Do this, and this will give you a calorie deficit. And it has been working successfully for all of the women in the membership. Once you've worked out your calorie deficit and things, you then obviously have to put in the effort. You then have to show up. You then still have to get your steps in. You still have to make sure that you're like meal prepping and being organized and all those things. But the difference is you're confident and you feel more capable because that what you're doing is actually going to work. So many women, and this is me included, we're just walking around blind, basically, just trying things and eating healthy or just hoping for the best. And you don't have to just hope for the best. You can actually go about this the right way and literally start working towards your goals, chipping away at them slowly, day by day, rather than being in this black space and randomly hoping for things to work. So I just want to remind you, decide on what you want. Is it just to eat healthy? It is great. Focus on your nutrition and your food, lots of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, all those kind of things. If that's your goal, stick with your goal. If you are eating healthy and it is not working and your goal is weight loss, you must work out your calorie deficit because you can continue to eat healthy. And I mean, if you're overeating on healthy food, you're not just going to be not losing weight. You may also be gaining weight at the same time if you are eating way too much food and more food than your body needs. So it's really, really important. Also too, I just want to mention there is another one too. Like if you've ever been chatting to a friend, like I said, a girlfriend, colleague, whatever, and someone will say to you, they go, oh, so for me, it's like, but Jen, I'm doing like 15 to 20,000 steps a day. Like I drink my water. I'm doing all this walking. Like I track my steps. I'm like, I've like 25,000 steps a day and I'm still not losing weight. Same thing. She is not in a calorie deficit. It's that simple. So she can be doing all the exercise. It might be, oh, but I'm doing like Pilates class. I'm doing my gym workout and I'm doing 5 walks and I'm doing this. None of that is going to work if she is not in a calorie deficit. And so it does relate just to eating healthy, but it also relates to your exercise. If you're listening to this too and you're going, wow, this is me. I do all this exercise and all these steps and I'm showing up all the time and nothing is changing for me and my goal is weight loss. You are not in a calorie deficit. That's why it's not working. Like that's it. That's why it's not working. It really is that simple. And like I said, you have to decide, is it eating healthy is your goal or is weight loss your goal? If weight loss is your goal, you must focus on working out your calorie deficit. And like I said, it's a science, it's a numbers thing. And once you understand this, it's like it opens this door, it unlocks this key and you create freedom and confidence for yourself because you stopped guessing and Googling and you can see a clear path forward. And like I said, with the girls in the Hype Gal membership, they have all these aha moments because they join, I give them their diet order, I help them work out their calories, and then they start to achieve the weight loss success. So they go, right, I can see my path forward, I can see what I'm supposed to do, and then they just have to rinse and repeat and continue that process. So there is an easy way to do it how. It's just trying to stop yourself from getting stuck in the old ways of you doing things. And a big thing I've talked about lately is about trying to get women to choose different because we have been taught and sold in the media for such a long time that healthy eating and weight loss has to be perfect and it has to look this way and it should feel this way and it has to happen in 2 weeks or 4 weeks or all of those kind of things. So in order to shift the way that you do things, you have to choose different. So you have to go, well, I'm not going to just eat healthy and guess and hope for some random success with my weight loss. I'm going to actually sit down. I'm going to work out my calorie deficit. I'm going to do this properly. I'm going to change the way I'm doing things. I'm going to stop skipping meals. I'm going to stop trying to find the best bread or the best granola, all those things. Again, none of those things are going to get you to your weight loss goals because you are not in a calorie deficit. And at the end of the day, that is what it comes down to. And it did for me. It does for the women in the membership. So like I said, don't waste time. Don't waste your time and months and years doing all of the wrong things. Have a think. What's your goal? Healthy eating, stick with it. If it's not, if weight loss is your thing, then you need to work out your calorie deficit. Same with your steps, with your exercise. If you're killing yourself on a weekly basis with exercise after exercise after exercise and nothing is changing and nothing is shifting, you definitely need to look at your diet. It's always diet first. You can add your exercise in after, but diet should always be your number one. I hope that in me sharing this, that it has given you some big aha moments, or at least it helped you feel a bit unstuck and maybe given you a bit of a green light to the path forward as to what you need to do to start changing up the way that you're going about your healthy eating and your weight loss. Like I said, it is a process, it is a science. And when you follow the science and when you follow the process, it actually works. It does take time. Weight loss is a slow process, but if you're going about it the right way, you are literally guaranteed to get the results that you want. So I hope that you have found today's episode super helpful. If you love this episode, don't forget to screenshot and share it to your social media stories, tell a friend, leave a review. It would mean the world to me. But I will see you all in our next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to another empowering episode of the Healthy Her podcast. If you enjoyed today's chat and found it helpful, hitting that follow or subscribe button would be amazing because your support means the world to me. Come connect with me on Instagram @TheActiveBod for your daily dose of inspiration and for loads of new easy meal ideas. Take care and keep thriving. See you next week.